Welcome to another episode of Mechanics on Duty. Today we're going to show you how to do front brake pads on a 2009 Toyota Camry. First, we're going to remove the 14mm bolt on the caliper. This is the bolt that holds the caliper and bracket together. Once you have the bolt removed, you can take the caliper off. And take out the brake pads. Next, you can clean out the hardware kit. Do all four sides, two on the bottom, two on the top. After that, you can use an old brake pad to compress in the brake piston. And then it's ready to install new brakes. Okay guys, now we are back and we have the brake pads. This is what we're going to use, Monroe brake pads. And that's what we use on every single car. And these are pretty good. We never had any problems with them. And we're going to put on these brake pads. Now to prepare the brake pads, you have to put the indicator for the rear pad on both pads. This will indicate when the brake pads go to a certain level, they would rub against the water and cause a squeak. That will tell the customer that the brakes are low, time to change them. First, we're going to put on the brake pads. The brake pad has to be freely from any tightness, or when you release the brake pads will release the brake off the rotor. Next, you're going to put grease on the outside of the brake pads on both sides, on both pads. Next, we're going to grease the sliding pins so they're very smooth for the brakes to be disengaged and engaged, and that would also help the brake pads to wear out equally. You take a rag and clean off the old grease, and then you're going to put on a new grease. This is a special grease for brakes only. The pin goes back and grease on the top one. And then you slide the pin in and gently put the caliper back into its position. And then you're going to put in the two clips. They're like a spring loaded, so that when you're not pressing the brakes, they push the brake back. And the caliper goes on. And the last thing, you're gonna put the number 14 millimeter bolt onto the caliper and make sure it's tight, and make sure you torque it to the proper specs. And once this bolt is tight and you're done, and that's how you do a brake job on a 2009 Toyota Camry. Bada bing, bada boo.